I'm here with Adams Arms. I got Chris here. We're going to go over some of the rifle offerings here at NRA.
Hi, it's nice to have you guys here. All right, so we have a tier system essentially, and we're going to start at the top with the P3s, and then we'll work our way down to, of course, less, of the Gucci stuff, and then, of course, it's going to be less of a price. So here we have the P3 series. We got the 6.5 Creedmoor 24-inch barrel. Comes with a carbon fiber proof research barrel. I'll be honest with you straight up, like that barrel is half the price of the gun, but we're still under 3,000 bucks. This was about 2,700 bucks. From tip to butt, we got the jet comp that we make in-house. Again, the 24-inch proof research barrel. Got a 5-position adjustable gas block, which is paired with our piston system. Custom. It's a pretty robust system. So when you try to compare piston systems, everybody's got kind of the same thing going on. It's a rod shoving a bolt, right? Ours is thicker, it's a little bit more sturdy, nothing bends, and there's no linkages like some other companies do.
Which is nice.
Right, straight to the bolt. Yeah, and then we'll go back up to the top. A Radiant Raptor is pretty much standard, anything in P2 and P3. It's got a Trigger Tech Diamond and a 1.5 pound trigger pull, single stage, so it's real crisp. It's more thought than squeeze, to be honest with you. Our short frame rifles, small frame rifles, sorry, from the magwell back is essentially the same size as an AR-15. It's lighter, it's more maneuverable, but what I think that translates into is less mass overall, because the bolt too, the bolt is also smaller. So the recoil is pretty manageable as paired with the jet comp.
And this time I noticed it's not nearly as beefy and chunky.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep. And it's got a more slimline look to it.
And it feels like something you would want to walk with on a long trek. Like if you're really going somewhere with this thing, it's legitimately pretty light. I mean, the barrel itself is really likely why, but everything else, aircraft grade aluminum, sturdy, ambi. I love this part. It's ambi on the side,
which is nice, very nice.
Nice catch, it's smooth. Short throw, selector lever, and a Luth stock, Luth AR. We got a lot of the same stuff going on, but with our 308 and 17-inch barrel. The buttstock's different. We're switching to B5s. Okay. I personally like the B5 a lot.
Yeah, they're nice stuff.
There's the way the cheek weld goes on that one. Again, still a small frame rifle, ambi, and 308. Who doesn't love 308?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You get the 308 in this style and this length, or is it just this styles for these?
Exclusively for 6.5 Creedmoor, you're going to find the 24-inch.
Gotcha.
And the longest you're going to have on our 308 is going to be that 17-inch right here.
Okay.
Moving on. Oh, my personal favorite when it comes to the P3s themselves is the 223 Wild. The 223 Wild, there's virtually no recoil. I've told people before that you could probably hand this to a baby and it's going to be easily, it's going to handle it just about as day one old. But you get the trigger.
I'm going to test that when I get home.
Yeah, give it to the toddler. Yeah, I probably should have CPS called on me. I've done that. Okay, so now we're going to the P2s. All right, P2s kind of are middle of the line, but it's still pretty high class. Okay. With the P2, like for instance, this is the 6.5 Creedmoor P2. Same calibers, of course. It's going to be a little bit, I'm not going to say it's downgraded, because it still has the ergo grip. It's got the B5 stock, the Radiant Raptor. The trigger is going to be a Rise Armament Rave 140, 3.5 pound trigger squeeze, single stage. But the barrel's the difference. It's going to be really steel, but yeah, that's where the difference. Yep. These barrels, it's ambi. Ambi, gotta love the ambi.
Yep.
But this would be a really great, battle rifle if you left 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yep.
And we got its friend here, the 308. Going over to a few more of the P2s. Length. So essentially 5.56, 300 blackout, and 308. That's where we're going to be running most of our P2 standards. Everything's coming in the P2 series. It's all going to come with the Rave 140.
Okay.
All of them going to have ergo grips. We're moving on to the B5 stocks, Radiant Raptors. The biggest point is, though, their piston. You're not going to find a piston. You're really going to be stressed hard to find a piston at a price point.
Yes.
1,600 bucks, really. And we offer a lot of discounts, too. Moving on. I don't want to say they're bottom of the barrel. I want to say they're more entry level. Yep. And they're going to be cheaper. We've had them on sale as low as $499, but the P1 5.56, 16-inch, it's different in a lot of ways. One, the gas block. So it's going to have this GB1, we call it. It's suppressed on and off switch, so there's 3 positions there. It's going to be mil-spec here, mil-spec there, mil-spec everywhere.
Yep.
So you know what you're getting into if you know your mil-spec. But it's a great way to get into ARs. If you want to get into ARs and you really don't think that maintenance is going to be a part of your life, then the piston AR just like this one is the way to go.
Great option.
This
And
is
it
a-
gives you the ability to customize it any way you want to. You can change the grip, you can change the stock, you can change the handguard, and you're not replacing it with very expensive parts that are on these other ones. You can replace these cheaper ones and replace it with what you want if you would like to do it that way.
The important part's going to be the the heart and soul of the gun. You get the upper, the lower, the barrel, and the gas block, and then everything else is swappable. It's like Legos for adults.
Exactly, which makes it fun.
Yes, it does. I always like to use the analogy. It's like tools in a toolbox. Like every caliber, every variation, it's going to really depend on you as a person, what you like to shoot, how you like to shoot, and then what how you can train with it. So, don't think of it as you're locked into it. Of course, there's things out there for you, but the most important thing to take away is that the piston system itself, it's going to translate into a cooler system, which thermal expansion inside is going to increase the reliability. And since it's cleaner, you're going to spend a lot less time sitting there digging out carbon. So it's going to increase your pleasure of shooting. Want to get back out to the range and train harder. So one of the things we offer, if you already have a DI gun and you love the way it's set up, but you maybe want to change your gas block, it's as simple as this. This kit right here that we're offering at NRA right now for $80 off, so it's about $200. This is our micro block. So if you have a government profile barrel, it's 5.56. This fits a lot of different rifle setups. Check our website to make sure that it does apply. But it's as easy as this. You're gonna comes with the rod, comes with the bolt carrier. Significant difference is you're not gonna have the gas key there. You're gonna have that flat face where it impacts. And we have the two options here. This is the micro block, and here again is the GB1. So this is gonna get you more close to what the P1s would have.
Gotcha. So how much work is it to switch these?
I've seen them done as fast as 5 minutes.
Holy cow. Okay. That's
so
super cool.
There's really not a lot. As long as your rifle's compatible, and there's a
that's pretty cool.
Huge variation of guns that are compatible. It's .75, I believe. This runs right in where your gas tube was. Swap that out, put your bolt in there, get rid of the little gas rings.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, Loctite, of course. You want to use some Loctite.
Yeah.
That's recommended. Not necessary, but recommended.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for going over all this stuff. You have a lot of customizability with all these and a lot of different options, which is neat. And we'll go over some B-roll for the other custom stuff. But thank you so much. We're here in Dallas for the NRA show 2024. Hope you guys are enjoying all the content. I want to thank these sponsors. If you guys could show them some love, I would greatly appreciate that. We got Brownells, Howitzer, and Tecto Knives. Got discount codes for these companies at my website. There's a link in the description if you guys would like to check those out. But I apologize for any audio. It is really loud in the show. These help a ton, but it still does catch everybody talking. So bear with me on that, but I appreciate you all and thank you so much.